why I support Senator Sanders. In one word, it would be service. Throughout Bernie's career, he has been a resolute figure that fights for the everyday person. Bernie stands with us and doesn't further propagate the distractions of race, gender, sexual orientation, or religion, for we are all children of this earth. Instead, Bernie chooses to soldier on and fight for everyone's right to life, liberty, and the pursuit to happiness. Even if it may be deemed unpopular at the time, Bernie was there shouting loud and clear about the injustices happening in our country with the unwavering zeal of a true warrior poet. Now Bernie has finally garnered the attention he so rightfully deserves. He promotes many ideas like universal health care, colleges being tuition-free, among many, many others. But the one that I find most important in my own heart is the tremendous wealth inequality that poisons our nation's future. Today we have a small group of people that own almost 50% of the country's wealth, while many of our country's poor are forced to suffer through a life from which there seems to be no escape. But now, we the little people have a man in our corner, and that man is Bernie Sanders. It has long been my belief that the strong should shoulder the burdens of the weak until they are strong enough to stand for themselves. But in our society, we are content to shame those who do not possess the same privileges we do. We fill our hearts with empty pride as we step on those less fortunate than ourselves. Sorry, my paper's all messy. Yet as we squabble, those in power seek to further our pain and expand their pocketbook. How long must we fall victim to a cycle of greed that does nothing but leave us wanting? How long must we continue to fall victim of the pain of working for a dream that will never come true? So long as those in power are concerned with only filling their own coffers, we will be doomed to slave away as our hearts shrivel and our hope slowly fades into darkness. Too long have we been told that we are powerless. Too long have we been told not to reach for something greater, that it wasn't practical, that we were dreaming. This land was founded by dreamers, individuals who sacrificed their life for something more than themselves. For it is outside ourselves that true power can be found. It is in your brother or sister standing next to you, their heart beating with the hope that one day they will finally be free. Be free to live and create as they wish without fear of persecution. Well, now is our chance to make our mark on history and join those brave souls who refuse to bend or break to the pressures of fear. The fruit is so ripe, all that is needed is the courage to reach out and grab it. A single voice is like a ripple in the ocean destined to fade into obscurity. But when that voice gives rise to a chorus, it begins to form into an unstoppable tidal wave. So let us, together, form a wave that will not be stopped. A wave that will crash into the walls that those in power shield themselves with and wash away the filth that has stained our great nation for far too long. I look around me and I see an army of people of all ages, all denominations, brought together in the hope for a common cause. The road will be long and our fortitude will be tested. And it may seem that there is no end in sight, but we must endure. For there will be many that will say we can't and that our hope is fleeting, but we must look them right in the eye and say, we can and we will! To keep this revolution going, we must knock on every door. That is why we have a canvassing event right after here. So stay tuned, look for me, look for Sam Grundy. We will be knocking on the doors and spreading the word of Bernie. Feel the burn! Feel the burn!
Feel the burn! Feel the burn! Feel the burn! Feel the burn! Feel the burn!
Thank you, Darin.